Hi guys and welcome to Theatre Talk with Wayne, where I do a weekly vlog about the shows that I have been in the last 12 years. Today we'll be talking about Aladdin, the Panto, done at the Mars Theatre, produced by Constantia Theatre Players. Um, yeah, so obviously it is a Panto. This might be a very long video, so I suggest you get yourself a cup of tea, sit down and relax and watch me perform. Joking. So this was 2012. Yeah, it was done in 2012. And normally musicals and pantos run for 3 weeks in December. And during this year, I had already done The Breakfast Club and Eat Your Heart Out. I'm trying to think because we just finished Eat Your Heart Out when the auditions for this play was the audition for this play. Um, so I wanted to be part of it, and again, my confidence with my singing on my own is not good, but put me in the crowd, I'll be fine. And I really, really wanted to have a big part in the show. So I went to the audition and auditioned, and so I was put into the chorus. So I was fine with that. It was obviously a big cast. We had a cast of adults and we had a cast of kids. Um, it's funny how I generally draw myself to the kids' side because they're actually quite fun because they're kind of funny. So the kids and I were always like very, very close. Um, I loved the singing of the songs. I liked the song choices that they did. Um, the choreography. So they had a choreographer, but it wasn't really a choreographer, and some of our dance routines were done from YouTube. So I'm thinking, okay, all right. The musical direction was done by a proper musical director, and the music was fine. Um, the only issue that I had was the fact that there were cast members who had to sing songs, but they didn't sing in normal circumstances. And I was like, why were you given this part if you don't sing? Um, that was one of the concerns that I had because that could have been my role. I mean, I could have worked my confidence up to that point, but someone else who with a singing voice could have taken the role, even though those people didn't have songs to particularly sing, but there were parts of the songs where they're supposed to chime in and what have you. But all in all, it was fine. Um, yeah, so it was kind of interesting to have kids in the chorus as well as adult choruses. So in the Mars Theatre, you have the green room, and the green room is where you normally sit and wait before you go onto stage. And then behind the green room is the dressing room. Under the green room and the dressing room is the basement where all the furniture, all the flats, not all the flats, furniture, furnishings is kept. So what they did was they kept all the kids down in the basement to keep them quiet, and they were only called up when they were needed. Each of the parents took turns to look after the kids downstairs, and one of the adult chorus members was actually a teacher, so she literally, for the 3 weeks that we were in the theatre, she had things for them to do downstairs while they waited to go on stage. So that was kind of cool. We also had two students from Bloemfontein. I'm not too sure if they were doing their final year in college, but they came down to Cape Town to work with us, which was kind of cool because they were very talented. I think they're both in China now. Well, I'm not too sure, but anyway, so the wealth of information with regards to theatre was kind of cool, and performance-wise was also because they came onto stage as the cow. I don't know why I said it like that. Now for the fun stuff. Um, it's always fun backstage. I'm not really good at makeup. I normally get someone in the cast to do my makeup because I don't really have a steady hand, and I actually don't have the patience to get the steady hand to do the makeup. But I kind of think that in my profession of being in theatre, that I should actually know how to do my own makeup and have the proper makeup. Um, that's an interesting idea. But anyway, moving on. Um, Obviously, you always hit snags within the production. For instance, I think there was a glitch within the sound and lighting room, and we had to have a early interval. But we had a song that we had to perform before interval, and then two songs after um, the interval that we needed to perform. And it was like, how are we going to do this? Because we had to get dressed into our different costumes. So we all decided that we're all going to stay in our costumes, and we're going to sing the three numbers one after each other. I think that was the most fun that I had on stage. Um, well, in that particular show, the adrenaline was pumping like you will not believe. And geez, I wish I knew what song it was. I wonder if it's in here. Oh, okay. It was "Here I Am" by Brian Adams, and then after interval was Prince Ali and Hey Big Spender. And Hey Big Spender was my favorite song to sing. I just love it because it actually allowed you to belt out. So I did that. So what happened was we everyone came back from interval, and then we started singing "Here I Am," um, which is the song where it's supposed to move the story further, and then those characters went off stage, and then we sang um, Prince Ali, which is quite a physical song because of the movements and what have you. And then we ran, we got off stage, and we had to run into the green room and onto the other side of the stage to get into our positions to say, "Hey, Big Spender." And the kids still wanted to go downstairs to the basement to get dressed into the other costume. It was like, no, we're on stage now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And we go sing that song. Ah, oh, they haven't done a Panto at the Mass Theatre in years. I think the last one was in, I want to say 2014. Yeah, I want to say 2014 because in 2015 they did Hope Street the musical, and then it was Grease, and then it was Fame, and then it was Calendar Girls. So they haven't done a Panto for 6 years now, and that draws people in with money. But anyway, what do I know? Right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. If you want to know more information about these producers, Constantia Theatre Players, I will put it in the description down below, and I will see you next week.